already know. I know where you're going with this right now. Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I'm here, with Harry Gigliotti. Hell of a dude, bro. Thanks for coming back to the channel.
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you for having me.
I know we're coming off a fight from ESPN, Top Rank, and it wasn't the outcome that we thought, but I think you did a hell of a fight, bro. You're a warrior.
Thank you.
And you're a dog, man. You're a damn dog in the ring, bro, like always. And I felt like it was a weak stoppage the way they did it.
Right.
But, that's just me, as a boxing fan first. And, let's start off, bro. Like, you had a great performance, all the way through. And you were kind of annoying him a little bit, it looked like. Tiger John.
I was trying to get in his head 100%, bro. 100%.
I like that, bro, when boxers do that. That's like the boxing, how do they say it? Boxing knowledge, basically.
It's not all physical. You got to play the mental games to get in your opponent's head to make him make mistakes. You know what I mean? That's part of setting traps. That's part of playing the mental games and setting things up so he makes mistakes and he overthrows and he does things he's saying he's going to knock me out. So, okay, obviously he's already going in there with that tense mindset to overthrow the big shots. So, I mean, throwing a little fucking, mental mind game in there here and there, it just makes him make mistakes so you can set things up a little bit better.
I felt like after watching most of his fights, I felt like you really tested him and you really made like a blueprint on how people could, compete with him.
Of course.
And I don't think he's going to stay undefeated for very much longer, with his record. But, good thing, man. Good thing you're good. I just see a little bit of a little cut right
there. Little beauty mark. Yeah. Nothing crazy.
But that's boxing, and as soon as I saw the blood, man, I said, oh, shit, man. This is not looking good in my boy's favor. But I was like, damn, dude, I was so into the fight, bro, and I didn't want them to stop it the way they did.
I'll never agree with the stoppage either, bro. Like I said earlier, it's just one of those things where, they're trying to pad him up and give him that TKO in his record. And, I couldn't see out of my left eye. So I was kind of trying to get the angle out. Maybe I did turn my back a little bit, but I still had my defensive guard up and my shoulder was tucked. And he came over the top with that little left hook. But I was turning around to throw the right hand left hook off the counter. And then that guy, the referee Mark, was already stopping the fight, which it's ass. But, what can you do, bro? It's the fight game. It's business. And I was the major B side on the fight. So, it's just something that you got to take into consideration.
For sure. And talk about your performance, leading up to the stoppage. How are you feeling like you were doing?
The first round, I was controlling the pace, I felt like. And I was circling out and popping the jab. They definitely had watched footage on me. He was very calm and poised. And I could tell that, I could see just how he was kind of calculating things and setting things up. And he was, fighting obviously a little more cautious because it's the first round. It's the feel out round. And I knew I had to put pressure on him and obviously make him respect me. So I was, pressuring him with the double jab and throwing the right hand and circling out with the left hook and just setting things up. And then I started kind of bringing the fight to him a little bit. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to make me the aggressor because he knew that I was going to make mistakes if I started overthrowing and being tough and strong. But, inside where I was working the body shots, I could definitely get a reaction out of him here and there. The kid's got a great poker face, though. Even the check lefts, when I caught him off one of the check lefts, he took that step back and he respected me. And, it was kind of a moment where we both were, planted and both kind of just watching each other and feeling each other. But the kid's great, man. I'm not going to take that from him. His precision off his right hand and his left hook is amazing. And, he's got that quick reflex, kind of very similar to like Roy Jones, where it's that half step pullback and then, lets it go. He's very hungry to get the punch off. And And I can't take that from him. You know, he was the better man and faster puncher, and you know, he made me make mistakes, and I paid for him. So, but I mean, I felt great. I don't think the fight should have been stopped. I could have went 6. I could have went more with them. I could have went 8-12. I know that. My head wasn't, you know, out of the fight. My head was never out of the fight, and I wasn't. It's not like I was, you know, getting woozy or getting, you know, stumbled. It's just the cut of my eye that didn't look good, obviously, and then my nose was bleeding. So, you know, in boxing, it's getting soft, and like I said earlier before we started the recording, you know, they're taking the fight out of hockey. Let's not take the fight out of boxing. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're here to fight. It's here to be it's here to be a grueling dog fight. That's my style. I push the pace. You know, obviously this is a fucking boxing match. I'm gonna get cut here and there. Why stop the fight? You know, that's my career. So,
Exactly.
but it's all right. It's a learning experience. I'm moving on from it. I'm gonna take a step down. I'm gonna fight more of that tier 2 level of boxing, and you know, maybe jump on a club show if anybody wants me on like an undercard as an A side or a 50-50 draw. I'll take the fight. You know what I mean? I'll jump up, but I'm not going to be a major B side for some kid, you know, padding of his record, especially if you're going to stop the fight. You know, that's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. But, exactly. And what would you like next? So, you know, I know from what you said, did you want to take another fight this year, or are you just going to enjoy the rest of the
Yeah, I'm going to fight at the either end of November or mid-December. I did hear that there's going to be a Triller Triad too. I wouldn't mind jumping in the Triad again. You know what I mean? That does nothing for boxing, but it still keeps my name alive. And, you know, if Triad was ever to become a thing, I wouldn't mind being a part of it. But I definitely could see myself, you know, jumping on a club show, or at least, you know, like a bigger stage that's not, you know, pay-per-view, and just racking up a couple wins. You know, getting at myself to at least 13-4 now, maybe 14-4, and you know, just staying on top of my game, and showing people that, you know, I don't take easy fights. You know, so when I do take an easy fight, it's obviously because it's the business side of boxing, and I gotta get my record back up now. You know what I mean? I gotta show people that, you know, I'm still game and I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere. But you know, if the opportunity approaches and the money talks, and it's obviously a high value price on a purse, I mean, we'll see. We'll go from there. But I'm not going to be someone's padded record as a B-side fighter. You know what I mean? So
for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either, bro. And you know, talk about how that lead up to that turnaround that you did, and you had him right here, and then you just went like this. Were you thinking about that? That noogie.
Oh, the noogie? Hell yeah. So I actually caught him off a double body shot when I went down. I shoe shined on his body, and he kind of leaned with it. So I was like, did I hurt him there a little bit? Because when normally a fighter leans off it, it's because you got a reaction off touching his kidney or his liver. You know what I mean? So when I saw him down there, I was like, oh shit. I'm just gonna put him in a headlock and lay on him and try to get his legs tired. And as he was kind of walking with me, I was like, what the fuck? So I took him over to the camera, and I saw the camera, you know, kind of following me. And I was like, I'm going to noogie his ass. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm down on the scorecards. I'm going to do something to piss him off right now. So I noogied his head.
What did he say? What was his reaction like?
Oh, he was pissed.
In person.
He was pissed. He came up and tried to check left me. And I was like, whoa, Tiger, no punching, Tiger. And then we squared off, obviously, and there was like 5 seconds left. And everyone thought he said, I'm letting your ass up. He actually said, I'm going to knock your ass out. And then he stayed looking at me and goes, next round. But he didn't knock me out. TKO. Okay, what happens? Whatever. Cool. The ref wanted to stop. The ref came over to me in the second round. He's like, are you good? Are you good? It's like, buddy, take a fucking hike. I'm all right. Yeah. It's a boxing match. I've been doing this since I was 14. Come on, get the fuck out of here. And then he came over to me. He's like, you got to show me something. I'm like, sir, this is my fucking style. Like I fight and burst. Sometimes I move left, move right. And, you know, obviously he caught me here and there, but it's like, you're telling me, all right, I'm the boxer here. You probably never boxed a day in your fucking life. So like, don't tell me how to do my job. I won't tell you how to do yours. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt. I felt disrespected, but he was looking for reasons to stop the fight. It's like, okay, like I'm still in the game. I'm still here. I'm still fighting. You know what I mean? Don't stop the fight.
Yeah.
But
what did your corner think about the?
they were bullshit. Dude, they were bullshit. They were bullshit. Joey Romalo is one of the greatest coaches to come out of the New England area. The guy's had over a dozen fucking national champions, national qualifiers, and Olympic trialists. The guy literally has cornered Mickey Ward for 3 fights. If he thought that I was, not in the fight and my head was out of it and I was going out, he would have threw the towel in, buddy. He's cornered over 100, probably over 10,000 to probably 20,000 fights. You know what I mean? Like, this guy has been to every fucking big stage there is, through amateurs wise, but still he's been on the Mohegan Sun fight, fights and stuff. Like, he's been there and cornered, and obviously if he saw a change in how kind of where my reaction timing was, and I was talking to him between the rounds. Like, we were talking, like I was telling him things I don't think I could get away with and things I could set up as traps, and I was listening to him as well. Move your head to the right, throw the right hand, and things were working, things weren't working. So I had to tell him, obviously, I was being vocal. And the ref's still coming over to me questioning whether I'm, in the fight. And it's like, buddy, first off, I only get a minute here. I'm talking to my corner. Don't come over here. Cause then it kind of threw my head off a couple times where I was like pissed off that this guy keeps coming on. And it's like, buddy, that's like who, I get it. Who do you work for? You work for Top Rank. You're a fucking asshole. Get the fuck away from me. But it is what it is. It's part of boxing. It's a business. So I'm not gonna like, shoot myself in the ass about it and cry about it. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna learn the lesson that I need to learn from the fight. When I get back in the gym, I'm gonna watch a ton of footage on what the mistakes I made. And I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna bounce back and watch. By the end of by mid-year, I guarantee you I'll have 3 or 4 wins back on my record. And we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna stay hungry.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna fight a 10-rounder. I've already been told that there's a 10-rounder on PBC coming up. I'm gonna hold off on it. It's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? They know I'm here to fight. They know I'm gonna come to fight. So it's not gonna go anywhere. So I don't need to jump on anything right now. I need to rack up some wins. And the paydays will come, man. They'll come. Exactly. So
for sure.
I jumped on board of a tough fight, and sadly I lost. I got beat, but I'll never, like I said, the stoppage is the only thing. It really upsets me, and it will never happen again in my career. I'll never get stopped. I'll learn from that. I won't just jump into a fight where it's like I'm the major B-side, where that kind of sets me up where all week they were marketing it like, he's coming for the knockout. He's coming for the TKO. They were trying to give him any opportunity to basically stop that fight.
Wow. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, it's business. It's boxing. So
for real. And, to end off the interview, man, you're a hell of a dude. You're a warrior, like I've always said,
my brother.
And I can't wait to see your next fight. And what's 4 things in your life that you're most proud about?
Well, making history in a combat sport, that was pretty cool. Triad. Competing in the Golden Gloves, that was something in my life I always wanted to do. Winning my first New England title, that was huge. And stepping up on the world stage, I competed on ESPN. That was cooler than fighting on the Canelo undercard. I'm not going to lie, because it was more of we were the headline for the undercard, and probably the best fight the best fight on the card. Every other B-side was there to lay down. There's maybe 2 or 3 that weren't, you know what I mean? And I was one of the 3.
Yep.
So, it's just onward and upward, brother. Moving on from it. You live, you learn. And I dared to be great, and I still aim to be great, and that's where I stand.
Amen, bro. And let my subscribers know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on all social media platforms, the Hitman Gigliotti, and for Twitter, the Hitman Harry.
Amen. It's been Harry Gigliotti.
Yes, sir.
And y'all go follow him for real. Go follow the journey, and it's gonna be a hell of a run. I tell you.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you coming back on my channel again, bro. It's been an
I
honor.
appreciate you having me, brother. Always. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. And you know, y'all go follow y'all go follow the journey, man, because this one's gonna be a great ride. Like this channel's been a great ride. And I appreciate everyone again. Gigliotti, Carlito, one love. We out.
We out.